Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today our topic is about characters, setting, and plot. Why do we need to learn about the characters, setting, and plot of a story? Basically, these elements help us understand the message and purpose of the author. Let's talk about first characters. Characters refer to persons, creatures, and things. They serve as actors or movers in a story. Next is setting. It refers to the time and location of when and where the story happens. And last is the plot. It shows the sequence of events in the story from the beginning to end. Characters are persons, creatures, or things. Basically, they can be categorized as protagonist or the main character. If not, they could be antagonist or the character that creates conflict to the main character. Now let's talk about setting. Setting tells time and location, specifically about the place. Where is the story taking place? Did it happen in a house, in the forest, in the sea? How about time? When is the story taking place? Did it happen during ancient time, present time, or is it futuristic? Weather conditions. Is it rainy, sunny, or stormy? Social conditions. Are the characters portray a certain culture, language, or costume? What is the daily life of the characters? Mood and atmosphere. What feeling is created at the beginning of the story? Is it sad, lonely, gloomy, happy, festive, or vibrant? Plot is the series of events that happen in the story. It has 5 parts. First, the exposition. It is the beginning of the story that usually describes what the characters look like and where they live. Second is conflict or rising action. It introduces the problem of the main character, which can be external or a battle against himself or herself. It could also be character versus character or a struggle against other people. It can also be character versus nature or conflict against animals, weather, or environment. And last, character versus society, or struggle against ideas, practices, or customs of others. Next is climax. This is the most exciting part of the story, where the conflict is being tried to resolve through confrontation. The fourth is falling action. These are the events that happen after the climax, in which usually the resolution to the problem begins. The last one is resolution. It is the final outcome of events in the story, which usually is known as the ending. Here is an example story analysis of Cinderella. The characters are Cinderella, stepmother, stepsisters, and the prince. The setting. It happened a long time ago in a place ruled by king and queen. Most of the scenes happened in Cinderella's house. The conflict is character versus character. It is Cinderella versus stepmother. Now let us go to the plot of the story. First, the exposition. Cinderella lives with her stepmother and stepsisters who make her do all the housework. In the exposition, it describes Cinderella and where she is. Now let's go to the rising action. It introduces the conflicts in the story. First, an invitation for the ball arrives. Her stepmother and stepsisters destroy her dress. Fairy godmother provides her clothes, shoes, coach, and footmen. Cinderella dances with the prince but leaves at midnight losing a shoe. Now for the most intense part of the story, the climax. The prince looks for the owner of the shoe. The stepsisters try, but it fits Cinderella. Now for the falling action, the prince and Cinderella marry. And the resolution, they live happily ever after. Character, setting, and plot help us determine the author's purpose of writing this story. In this case, the author's purpose is to entertain people through a story that shows how kindness can defeat evil. I hope you learned today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.